Well, we're continuing our chat with the Executive Director of Tri-Development Center, Heather Waddell. Heather, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you for having me, Neil.
Oh, it's so great to learn exactly about how our community can be of help to maybe the underserved in our area. I know you look at some numbers in South Carolina with Tri-Development Center and also the Palmetto State. Roughly, how many disabled people are there that are being served in South Carolina?
Well, and we contract through a state agency called the South Carolina Department of Disabilities and Special Needs, and they serve a little over 30,000 individuals in South Carolina. Now, there's plenty more individuals that have disabilities in South Carolina, but those are the ones that have gone through eligibility and are receiving some type of service or support through the South Carolina Department of Disabilities and Special Needs.
What type of employee shortage have you faced? Now, you've just taken over in October of 2021.
Yes.
How many years have you been with the Tri-Development Center?
March 1st was my 23rd anniversary with Tri-Development Center.
Have you ever seen a situation where it's been more difficult to find qualified workers?
We have never faced and experienced the challenges that we're facing right now. And I use that word challenge, but I think that's a word that's overused many, many times. No, we have never seen the staffing shortage that we're experiencing right now. And when you're running a 24-hour, 7-day operation, you can't close. You can't shorten the hours. We have to be there. The individuals rely on us. And so we have been really creative in trying to secure and solicit and recruit new employees. But more than that, we've tried to retain the employees we have because they have been so amazingly loyal to the people that we have the honor and the privilege of supporting in Aiken. And so we often try to find ways also to recognize them and thank them for all the many services and supports that they have been offering.
Yeah, and I know that your current workers are, through word of mouth, are probably some of the better referral sources that you have, and we're hoping that our viewers would be a good referral source.
Absolutely.
Many of our viewers may have excellent positions, but maybe your son or daughter, or maybe a colleague and someone, a friend, someone who's maybe looking for some more meaning and purpose, we would recommend that you reach out and go online to aikentdc.org, because there's a list of a lot of different positions. And if it's okay with you, Heather, I'd like to run through some of them, and you could kind of share what the duties are and what the interaction is with some of the wonderful residents, I suppose, of Tri-Development Center. Let's talk about Assistant Residential Director.
That is, unfortunately, one of our longtime staff members has decided to leave us for a different career path. But that is a position that is going to be a very close partnership with our residential director, where they would oversee the residential program of 160 individuals in that particular program that position would oversee, and ensuring that their coordinators are carrying out their support plans, that the individuals are receiving training as authorized and assessed by their case manager. They would oversee that the individual is living the best quality of life and that they're satisfied with services. So a lot of that's going to be oversight and quality assurance built into that position.
What type of person are you looking for? What might their previous position have been, or what's their heart like, I suppose?
Heart's going to be big. It's going to be a lot of compassion and passion built into that heart, and really have a drive to be a self-motivator and to be motivated about the field and wanting to know, I can't just do what I'm told, but let me step it up and take another step up to see what else I can do to improve the services and provide the best quality that we can in Aiken County.
Other positions that you have, I thought this was interesting. Skills coach. What does a skills coach do?
Skills coach is a person that works in our vocational services. So we do kind of a twofold operation along with safety and prevention at Tri-Development Center, but vocational services is our day programs. We have 4 of those throughout Aiken County. And a skills coach is an individual that's going to work hand in hand with somebody that maybe work might not be their ideal objective, but they're there for socialization, to learn activity skills, to learn how to increase possible already skills that they may have, but want to learn more. They want to socialize with their peers. They want to learn how to possibly do arts and crafts. And right now we have a really cool partnership with Augusta Symphony and the Aiken Symphony, where the Aiken Symphony, they come in and they play music for our individuals, and it's gone over really well. We started that this past year. And Augusta Symphony, they actually come to Augusta, to the actual site, and learn how to play certain instruments with a musical therapist. And so that has been a really exciting.
Wow. So, of course, we're recording from downtown Augusta. Would it be at the Miller or the Imperial or one of the theaters?
It is right down next to the Miller Theater. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So they get, you just...
We do a lot of community. Well, Meals on Wheels. We go to the SPCA over in Aiken for those individuals that want to work with animals. Meals on Wheels brings a lot of joy for delivering those meals to individuals, typically the elderly that cannot get out. Yeah. So we want to give back. So we are a nonprofit. We need that service and we provide that support, but we want to provide supports and give back to the Aiken and Augusta communities as well.
Yeah, and your residents, it almost sounds like just trying to make a sense of normalcy for the residents and field trips and things of that regard. I mean, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, as far as with vocational services, back to the skills coach position, you would typically be serving 8 individuals, providing supports. But I mean, it is really your game. What do you want out of this job? Because a lot of it is that self-initiative. And the more creative you are, the more exciting it can be for that person. You can do status quo, but what we're really looking for are those individuals that are really excited and bring that excitement to the job to be able to help, because your individuals are going to learn more because they feed off your excitement about what they are going to learn during the course of that day.
And talk a little bit about the individuals, the clients, if you will, the folks who are disabled. Can you tell the difference in them when you have someone that isn't phoning it in, someone is going to that extra level? Is there an extra sense of joy?
You see the smile on their face. You see the joy. Now, this person may not be able to verbalize to you that they're excited or they're joyful, but typically through gestures, you can pick that up. You can also see just through their mannerisms that they're really enjoying maybe learning that new task or working on that art or that activity. So again, we provide services to the whole realm. We meet you where you are, and we provide a continuum of care for that individual. So yes, we constantly want to ask those questions. What are we doing right? But where can we grow? Where can we improve? Where's our weakness? And we often have meetings with our individuals because we want to hear from them firsthand, because we don't have it perfected. We want to continue to try to perfect that service, that support. And so we want to continue to listen. So we actually have times where we have round table discussions where we very much solicit their feedback on what we're doing, because we can see through their growth, their excitement, and their development.
Is there a particular job set that you're looking for more than others? A particular job posting that you have, whether it be CNA or something else?
Our biggest need right now is for residential support providers, and those are the individuals that work strictly in our residential program. While we have skills coaches, they more of our need is in the residential program. And so the skill set would be someone that really is someone that really does care, have a caring heart, that really wants to make that difference in someone's life, that is meticulous to detail, because there's a lot of requirements with our staff. They have to document, they have to administer medications, they have to be able to cook, they have to be able to do light housekeeping, they have to be able to train an individual on learning a new skill, they have to be able to utilize a computer, because we do electronic data recording with our information, medical recording. So we ask a lot. So we try to train and give them all the tools, but we do really need someone that's going to be able to not, again, like we mentioned earlier, get a paycheck, but really want to be able to have a job where they really feel like they're contributing they're supporting someone and that they really enjoy that. Because the individual you're going to be supporting is going to want to give back to you as well, because they appreciate that. And I think through COVID, one of the things that's been so sad is because we have lost staff either through COVID or they've left our agency for whatever reason. But you think about loyalty and you think about that friendship, that's a strong relationship that this person just lost. So unfortunately, at times our individuals do experience a lot of loss in their life. And so we want that constant. We want someone that's going to make that commitment to that person.
Well, if you're looking for a purpose, a mission, a meaning in life, and I think it's important who you work for too. People never necessarily leave their positions because they're leaving their job or they're leaving because of money. It's usually because of their boss. So I think you'd have a good boss here if you'd like to apply.
Thank you, Neil. I appreciate
check
that.
out some of the open positions at aikentdc.org and consider a career with the Tri-Development Center. And please refer people that you know that are just looking to make a difference. And thank you again, Heather, for what you do.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
And we also wanted to give a little shout out again to the boys at Augusta Podcasts and the facility here in downtown Augusta. The social media connections are up online. If you'd like some more information, please get in touch with them.